I'm demonstrating here what is involved in putting the conventional blade onto the competitors' machines. Not that pretty close. Now, having installed the blade, if the area where you park your scraper on the sidewalk or in a shed does not allow for the blade to be room for the blade, then you would have to remove this blade, so the whole procedure would have to be reversed here to take the blade off. We've developed a adapter which hooks onto the competitor's machine, scraper, and this allows them to use our Eversharp blade and even our conventional blades. And with the conventional blade, which is the same as the competitors, the thing is that you're going to have a much faster removal and installation of your blade, because there's only two wing bolts here on this adapter, and they just clamp against your conventional blade or the Eversharp blade. And it only takes about maybe 15-20 seconds to make a complete switch of the blades. In order for that to fit onto this, we have to remove these 4 bolts. It takes a little while, but once you've done this, it's done for good, because of course you're not going to be switching back to the other style blade. Now, having removed those 4 bolts that were on this hitch assembly for the previous blade, these are supplied with the adapter. You put these into the holes where they came out of. Now that we've got the adapter installed onto the machine, we're ready for the Eversharp blade to go on. And since it has 2 cutting edges, there was some concern by some of the rinks that someone may get cut with the back edge of the blade. Well, we've certainly covered that with, this is a magnetic guard. We just put that on there first. And then we install, just with 4 wing nuts, the rear blade guard, which holds the magnetic blade guard in place. Plus it also gives protection completely across the whole area of the blade. So it's actually the back side of the blade is really safer than the front, because of course you can't completely guard the front blade, whether it's a conventional blade or the Eversharp, because of course you got to cut. So we're ready now to install the Eversharp blade onto the adapter. We've got the Eversharp blade in position here, so we'll lower the hitch down onto it. And it's important to always, no matter which blade it is, to make sure that this is on the same plane as the top of your blade frame. Then this, just turn this in, and that fits right into your, there's divots in the blade beam, and that fits right into there. And you don't need wrenches to tighten this up. It's just hand pressure. That's it. Now we'll raise the blade. And ready to go out and scrape. I'd like to mention that on this particular blade, the stripes are here and here. Now, if this were to be going for a machine that has the adapter, we'd put the stripes here and here, so that you just drive up to your blade, drop it down, and tighten it up, and away you go. Now that we're done scraping and we're taking our scraper to the place where it's parked, if it won't accommodate the blade being on, here's how much time it takes to really remove the blade. Just loosen up these two wing bolts. And you're off and away. That's all there is to it. Another feature I'd like to point out here is that you'll note that this machine attaches to the blade beam very close to the top. In other words, you're pushing with your machine at the top of your blade. Now, once blade starts to get duller through use, you turn the pitch so that the back end of the blade is up, and with the pressure or the push being down right near the bottom, it gives you much longer usage of the blade before sharpening is required. Otherwise, if it's up at the top here, the result is a lot of chattering once your blade gets worn or dulled up a bit.